So guys, for my No Small November challenge, I decided that I would change the topic. I will not document the renovation of my flat. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to finish a project that I actually never finished, which is linked to my EVS experience. I have been making interviews with volunteers about their experiences, and there are two more interviews that I want to do that are really important for me and that I did not post yet. Obviously I already recorded everything, so there is just the post-production work that needs to be done. So this is what I'm gonna do. So please bear with me. Those are my first interview ever. And English is not my first language, so sometimes you're gonna hear me saying weird things, and yeah, so just be kind with me. Thanks. Okay guys, before to start the interview, I wanted to just give you a little background story. So this girl, Rosalba, is the reason why I started this series of interviews, because her story was really inspiring and actually really crazy, and she also was inspiring for my own experience here in Croatia. She gave me strength to keep pushing during hard time. So this is a really important interview. So I just want to tell you that if you only watch one video, especially the first or the second video, it's gonna seems like it's really bad, and this is like a bad experience for her. But actually it's better to watch everything. She went through a lot of stuff, but at the end this experience was really positive for her. But in order to know that, you need to watch everything. So I just want to let you know, even if you don't watch everything, just know that this interview and this experience for her wasn't only bad. There was a lot of positivity that came from it, because she was able to look at that. But yes, I just wanted to let you know that I wanted you to be aware. So just thank you guys for watching this video and enjoy this interview. Bye. Hi guys, so as you can see, today I am joined with Rosalba, this beautiful lady here. So Rosalba had the honor to give me her time and to let me interview her about her time here in Croatia as an EVS. Hi Rosalba.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So, you know what I brought you here?
Yeah.
To make an interview about your story in Croatia, about your EVS story, because you know, EVS, there are a lot of misconception about it, and it seems like it's so beautiful and it's so perfect, and everything is so smooth, when actually it's really not. So the point here is really to hear how your experience went. So can you please start by introducing yourself?
So yes, I'm Rosalba and I'm 28 years old. I'm from Italy and I'm doing my EVS here in Zagreb. My EVS, the duration of my EVS is 12 months and I start my EVS in February the last year, and that means that I'm finishing, because actually 31st of January it will be my last day of service here in Zagreb.
It's sad. Actually.
It is
sad, yeah. Let's talk about your EVS story. How did you decide to enroll for EVS?
Okay, well, it was a kind of mix between necessity and desire to go a bit abroad and to leave my hometown. Necessity because I was, after my graduation, I'm trying to find a job in Italy, but the situation is not so easy. Yeah. So it was not so, I tried, but I failed because I didn't find anything. And the other side, since I've always wanted to do a kind of experience abroad, I decided I was already checking on the website a lot of EVS projects and whatever, but I was never so sure to do it, so that's why I never take this decision to say, okay, let's go, I will do it. But in this case, after my graduation, this situation in which I couldn't find a real job, I decided to apply and That's why I'm here now.
Yeah. And was it your first volunteering project experience?
Yeah, this one is my first experience.
So, what is your EVS project about?
I'm doing my EVS in a therapeutic riding center for children with disability and with disability. That means that they have cerebral palsy and autism illness. And so it's a kind of a rehabilitation for them using horses.
So, during your EVS, did you encounter a lot of difficulties?
Yeah.
Obstacles?
Okay, yes. Well, let's say that. Well, I found really a lot of obstacles and difficulties, especially with my association. I mean, first, I think that the first problem of my association is that my supervisor is not really so present in my life. I mean, we have a supervisor, and it's EVS. Okay, for EVS it's supposed that we should have supervisor, mentor, language lesson, and I have problem in all of this field because I met my supervisor since, I don't know, something like, if I'm lucky, 3 times in a month. Yes, I could have contact with her on Facebook or, you know, through mobile phone, but it's not the same. Also because it's supposed that for each EVS the supervisor has to be in the association in which you are working, because if you need any kind of problem, you have to, you know, to ask to you have to contact them.
They're supposed to support you.
Same,
in your
exactly.
Yeah.
And I had the same problem with my mentor because I met my mentor 3 times during all my EVS, and my last time was on May. We are in January now, so I mean, well, yes, my mentor, and actually I also had some kind of problem with my mentor because well, since I had some kind of problem with my roommate, that is also the other volunteer of this project, honestly, I asked to her, because my mentor is a girl, she's a woman, I asked to her to meet her because I need to ask her some suggestion or something, just, you know, I needed someone to talk with, and she actually refused to talk with me because...
She refused to talk with you?
Yeah, because she said that it was not fair to talk with her alone without the other volunteer. Even if I never told to you I want to talk badly about the other volunteer, so, but okay, she refused. And
wow.
First, and the other thing is that my language, my Croatian lesson, also in that case we have a problem because we don't have Croatian lesson. I mean, we started, and after that we interrupt, and after that we found my association found another kind of solution. But it was not a real Croatian lesson. It was something like, oh, let's speak, or maybe, oh, during this month your Croatian lesson will be listening. Because at work, actually, and this is another difficulty, that at work mostly they speak in Croatian. They speak in English.
Don't speak English.
They speak in English just when they need to ask to you something, you know, directly to you. But if there is someone else in the association, they speak completely in Croatian.
How did you handle? Because you didn't have the Croatian language.
Yeah.
So how was it possible to understand and to really work in an efficient way?
Well, I mean, with me, when they need to ask something to me or to the other volunteer, they ask to us in English. But if it's not something that is necessarily strictly connected to the therapy or a kind of task or job, they speak between them in Croatian.
So for you, how it is to be an EVS in Croatia, or maybe more specifically in Zagreb? I mean, how is it living here, integrating, finding people, you know, friends, all that kind of stuff?
Well, at the beginning it was very hard because, okay, when I came here I was so sure, you know, to meet a lot of people, intercultural, you know, this intercultural experience. But, you know, first problem you meet when you go in the association and there are no people there working or volunteering. So there's no young people, old people, nothing. So you have to be, you know, at the beginning you said, okay, so it will be hard to try to create your, how can I say, your kind of group of people to hang out or just you know have fun, because if your association has no people that can offer to you you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
hard.
can't go in the street and say, oh, do you want to meet me? Do you want to
be
go
my
out
friend?
with me? So actually at the beginning, let's say that my first friends were just other EVS people that I met here in Zagreb. I mean, more than in Zagreb, I met to the on-arrival training that each EVS volunteer has to do it.
Like the on-arrival training is the best way to create a network.
And I was in that case. I mean, I was also kind of unlucky because all people that were in that in this on-arrival training, all of them were in other city in Croatia, not in Zagreb. Just the two of them are in Zagreb. I mean, were in Zagreb, but one of these two is a girl, and her project was just for 5 months, so she left kind of soon. And the other one is a guy, but I mean, because of the project, is almost always traveling, and so.
So he doesn't.
I mean, I met them very not often, let's say like that. So at the beginning, well, let's say that. I went out alone just to enjoy to enjoy the city and
I mean that's courageous.
Yeah, I mean I didn't want to stay at home when I'm not working, so especially in the summer I went to by bike in some parks that fortunately Zagreb is it's a very nice place with a lot of parks and green place, so
there are a lot of green places.
You can find a way to find something that you like to do.
So when did you start making, and how did you start making friends?
Well, these kind of friends, EVS at the beginning, let's say that from the beginning, because when we came back here from Horahovica, we came back in Zagreb, we say sometimes we met because, okay, let's meet for a drink, for a coffee or whatever. And little by little, let's say that, I start to find, I have how can I say, more friends just on September this year, so let's say.
And you arrived in May?
I arrived I started my project on February.
February.
I arrived in Croatia 31st of January because my project started 1st of February. So I mean,
you started finding people in September.
Yeah, just other EVS people, because in that month a lot of other EVS started their project in Zagreb.
That was us. That was me.
Yes, she's one of them.